I drove through Skid Row in a Waymo, blasting karaoke, and I was singing alone in the Waymo.
You would be such an attendee of the Hunger Games. You would watch the hell out of that if you lived in the Hunger Games world. I'd be the one fucking baking bread trying to stop the revolution, and you'd be like, yeah, but it's pretty cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, hit it!
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 32 of Cryptidiots, the show where two big dumb idiots talk about the mysterious and the unknown. My name is John, and I am a local lumberjack prankster.
I love a prankster cryptid.
Oh man, you're gonna love this one.
And I feel like we haven't had a real juicy one yet. The Tommyknockers are kind of pranksters.
Yeah.
Was there another prankster? I don't know.
Yes, there was, the jackalope.
Is he a prankster? No, he just was a
He was
prank.
created by a prankster.
Yeah, his papas were pranksters. Yeah, great. Okay. And hey, everybody, I am your sorrowful singer, Dan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love when you intrigue me with your
Isn't
intro.
that sort of the point?
It is. Just it's not always a bullseye that we were able to hit.
Great.
Before we give a little teaser of this week's cryptid, I was curious, have you run into anything mysterious and unknown?
I was on set this week with a guy who was on the Harlem Globetrotters.
Whoa.
He's 6'11".
Wow.
And our first scene together is a close-up of us shaking hands aggressively.
Yeah.
Like an octopus's tentacles, his hands wrapped around my shitty, tiny elf hands.
Oh, humiliating.
Masculinity is not a thing that really I care about, but I've never felt more emasculated.
Did they call cut and be like, can we get some prosthetics in here?
We gotta get some fingers glued on this guy.
Or I guess maybe they wouldn't replace you. It'd be easier to bring in a child.
Just a child's hand. Oh my God, can you imagine him shaking your tiny baby hands?
I know,
Oh man.
it would be tough. That's why I don't act.
Yep, it's because your tiny hands. Yeah, he was like a crazy good actor and like the nicest dude ever, and just an absolute mountain of a man. It was wild. I've never been around someone that tall.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. He played on the Globetrotters, and this is the person who played Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the Winning Time HBO series
also
as well.
has a PhD.
Wow.
And is a stay-at-home dad.
What an impressive guy.
Just like, have you ever? Maybe that's why I was emasculated. It's
Yeah.
not the size of his hands. That was just the sort of icing on the cake.
Yeah, I think it was all his accomplishments and general stature among humanity.
Yes, literally out towers over me in his accolades.
Right.
And his physical person.
Right.
Yeah, so that was pretty mysterious and unknown, but it was fun.
That must have been good for your ego.
Yeah, really great. Loved it. It was really good for an actor on set.
Well, the good news is that I'm here to bring your ego back
Which is
up
why,
a little bit.
which is the only reason I agreed to continue the podcast. Oh, I have another one. I saved a. No, I don't want this to be on the podcast.
Okay.
I saved a squirrel's life yesterday.
Oh.
I'll tell you about it later.
Why don't you want it to be on the podcast?
I don't know. It feels a little bit like, look how good I am.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean, most people probably listening think you're a piece of shit. So
that's true. Okay, so it's a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Okay, I want everyone to know that this is a redemption arc, not like I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are known to performatively save animals.
Performatively? How dare you? You don't even know the animal. You don't know the half of the animals I've saved. Okay, I don't talk about it. This is like you're being an internet troll right now on like someone's content. You're just disappointed that you don't have it in yourself to save an animal, and so you got to shit on my
exactly.
saviorism.
You are known to performatively volunteer at soup kitchens and performatively volunteer at many places.
Why is that performative? Yeah, exactly.
Things are only performative if they make another person feel
bad about their lack of
and then
doing
that person calls it performative.
Yeah,
That's essentially the definition.
Exactly. Yeah, you troll. I was driving to meet friends from out of town for a drink with other
Brag
people.
some more.
I know, I got a lot of friends too. And I was on my way. I was like 5 minutes away. I was already late, and I drove by, and there was a squirrel in the middle of the road. And I drove by. I was like, "Oh, that's sad. It's a dead squirrel." And then I was like, "I feel like it's not dead." Came back. Sure enough, it wasn't. It had broken its back legs.
Oh my God.
So I spent like an hour trying to get this thing into the only thing I had in my car, which was like a little like basically like a fanny pack.
It took 2 minutes, but you had to wait 58 minutes for someone to drive by and see you do it.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, why? This is usually a busy road. Where is everyone? Where's Ashton Kutcher when you need to be punked? And then I called my friend Christina. Thank you, Christina. She doesn't listen to the show. And she brought me a box. She brought me the tiniest box ever. But what she did do is we caused enough ruckus that the person in the house in front was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I told her, and she gave me a big box. And so finally I caught the squirrel and brought her to a wildlife rehabber last night. And the rehabber was like, "Yeah, she's in rough shape, but she's probably going to make it." So it was great.
That's amazing. Where did you find the wildlife rehabber?
Oh my God, it was such a pain in the ass. I called like 6 places. Half of them didn't answer. Half of them were like, "I don't know, man." And one of them was so nice. She sent me like 15 more places to call. Finally, I called this place, and she was like, "Yeah, you can bring her tonight."
Wow. You are a genuinely good person.
Performatively.
In a way that's like, it is infuriating because it causes me to be like, well, I share the same values as Dan, of course, but then in practice, I'm like, I guess I'm an awful person.
Yeah.
Because I think I would have driven by the squirrel, seen it was alive, and backed up over it.
Put it out
Just to put it out of his misery.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I think it's weird that I did what I did, but I'm glad I did what I did. You know?
I wonder if like that's just like, what did you have to do that day that you were procrastinating?
To go to the drinks. I was on my way to get drinks with these people from out of town.
This is social anxiety.
Yeah, I
guess. Just didn't want to show up to the drinks.
I told them I can't make it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to deal with the squirrel. And I like sent videos and pictures. They never responded. I think they're mad at me. Oh, well.
It broke its 2 back legs?
Either one or both. It was hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say. But the rehabber says she thinks going to make it.
Wow.
Anyway, what cryptid? I don't know why. I don't know why cryptid is blood for us.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about another cryptid.
Did you see a cryptid this week? Sorry. Or did you see anything mysterious this week?
No, I really didn't. I haven't really left my house all that much.
Yeah, you're on summer vacation.
So
35-year-old on summer vacay, baby.
Pretty cool.
I'm just jealous. See, now this is me making fun of you because I'm jealous.
Right.
Okay.
No, I there was nothing mysterious about my week at all.
Oh.
I knew all the answers.
And yeah, it's nothing was a puzzle.
Yeah, no, not really.
All
right, so this week, as I said,
little trickster.
we're going to be talking about some pranks.
Yeah.
One of my favorite topics, and I guess I'll tease it by saying that this cryptid, you know, I could keep up the guise of like, is it real or not? But this cryptid was a prank started by Eugene Shepard.
Great name.
And this is a guy who comes from Wisconsin, and he was a lumberman.
Okay.
But if you look him up, everywhere says lumberman and prankster. And I just wish that was a title.
Did you used to say huckster?
Huckster?
You used to say huckster.
So huckster, I think, is like more similar to grifter, where they are trying to
pranking for subsistence.
Yeah, and they're trying to trick you to get money.
Right.
Ultimately.
Right. But prankster's just doing it for the love of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I also saw him described as a humorist, like he wrote as well.
I don't like that.
And he wrote a couple of books about cryptids.
Okay.
And basically, like the kind of lumberwoods cryptids that we've talked about in the past. He was born in 1850. Eugene Shepard was.
Okay.
And he ended up coming up with the Hodag.
The Hodag.
Have you ever heard of the Hodag?
No, I have not heard of the Hodag.
Okay, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about.
I can't wait to talk about the Hodag. Hodag down at the Hodown.
But I definitely want to talk about how Eugene came up with him, the lore behind it.
Yeah.
But just think it's really cool to be called a prankster, known as a prankster. Like, I guess like we have the aforementioned
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. Maybe is Johnny Knoxville maybe kind of a prankster?
Sure, maybe more of a masochist.
But we don't have people who are coming up with stories like that
Because they're
anymore.
kind of all done.
Yeah.
You can't really anymore. We live in a time where nothing's fun anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But I don't know, James Cameron.
He's a real prankster.
I was thinking of like world building, but he's not trying to convince people that avatars are real.
Or is he? Maybe that's his next movie.
I mean, that's why he's so focused on CGI.
45 minutes into the next Avatar.
Yeah.
The film cuts. James Cameron walks on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the
present.
depictions you've seen over these several years are real stories, documentaries that I've created over the years. I introduced to you Avatar World. And he takes us to his Avatar World.
And then all four walls of the movie theater fall at the same time, and we realize that we are
Just in Universal Studios. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So excited to talk about the Hodag, but
Yeah.
before we get into that, do you have a crypt tidbit for this week?
Yeah, I've got a crypt tidbit before we dive in.
Great.
They solved depression.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
nobody told me. I
They've solved it.
have a vested interest in
They
this.
haven't solved it. They figured it out.
Okay.
Okay, not really. But similar. Not at all.
Okay.
Before I talk about that, I want to tell a very quick story.
Yep.
It's the 1980s. We're in England.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this this engineer named Vic Tandy.
He has a southern accent.
No,
Vic Tandy.
Vic Tandy. Yes, I'm Vic Tandy.
My name's short for Victorian, by the way.
Victorian Tandy. Victorian Tandrum. Vic Tandy is an engineer working at a medical equipment facility.
Okay.
Starts talking with people around there. He's like, have you noticed some weird shit? All the other employees are like, oh, yeah, this place is haunted.
Uh-huh.
Like, we've always known it. There's cold spots and sounds and, like, people seeing things out of the corner of their eye. And he's just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just haunted, and this is a place of work. Like, that's not cool. So he kind of was, like, weirded out by it, didn't really do anything until one day he was polishing his sword. It's a euphemism.
Yeah, right.
No, he apparently was a fencer and maybe was going to fencing. I don't know, like after work.
Those Brits.
Yeah, and he was polishing it, and he noticed it without touching. It was in a vise, and he noticed it vibrating.
Okay.
And he was like, "Okay, wait a minute. I'm an engineer. I know that sounds can make things move."
Wait a minute. I'm an engineer.
So
My
I'm
name
an
is
engi-
Vic.
My name is Vic.
It's 1980.
1984.
Therefore.
What can be true? What he determined was he wanted to measure the ambient sound in the room
Okay.
because he was like, sound waves move things. That
Yeah.
must be what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah.
He picked up a very, very low frequency hum that was not audible to the human ear.
Mm-hmm.
And hypothesized that perhaps and he traced the hum to a fan that was installed, like an industrial sized fan.
Yeah.
That just had a hum that we couldn't hear, but it was in he hypothesized, at this point not proven, that perhaps that hum is what made people see things and feel things and think things, because it was just something that was like always irking them.
Mm-hmm.
And that made their brains think haunted. Go
I've
ahead.
heard this theory before.
Okay.
I think it might have been mentioned on a Stuff You Should Know episode on ghosts, and I found it extremely comforting
Good. Glad.
as someone who is scared of ghosts.
Well, you're going to feel even more comforted because it's now been proven as correct.
Oh.
So just last month, in Edmonton at this university called MacEwan University,
Okay.
they did a study. They found they hid these subwoofers in a room that played that frequency without any movement. Like they did a good job, scientists. They did
Yep.
a good job hiding them.
Yeah.
And they put people in the room one at a time and played music for them. Some people had like happy music, some people had sad music, some people had neutral music, and then in each of those sort of sample sizes, they either played the low hum, the inaudible hum, or they didn't.
Okay.
And every single person who they played the hum for, reported feeling irritable, uneasy, and completely disinterested in everything happening. They just
Wow.
were like, I don't want any of this.
We should check this room for
Might
that
be-
hum.
we might want to check your watch, or maybe come for your teeth. You got a loose tooth that might be just vibrating in there. And so the it's not necessarily fully like they haven't gone out and tested this yet, but they were like, it is perfectly plausible that old houses, old like haunted places, have these old pipes that have a weird hum, have radiators that have a weird hum, have just loose things that are, you know, vibrating like crazy and producing this hum. So that feeling of unease and anxiety could very well be that. And to further prove it, they took saliva samples of each of these participants, so it wasn't just like conjecture on their opinions, before and after. And in every single one of them, there was raised cortisol in their saliva, the stress hormone.
Yeah.
That creates, you know, fear and anxiety
Wow.
and things like that. It was primarily around like depression and disinterest. Like that was the main thing that they mostly reported. It wasn't like scared,
Yeah.
but it's not a far leap to go like, I don't want to be here.
Right.
And now this whole aura is weird, and so now I've created things in my head about ghosts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty well documented. That it is in fact they made it very clear, which I really appreciated in the article that I read. The people who did the study were like, this does not explain everything.
Yeah.
Like we want to make that very clear, but it is a possible explanation for some of the times.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, what you do if you have a house or workplace with those vibrations.
That's a good question. I think what they did say in the study was like they want to have a bigger sample size to like be absolutely certain, but I wouldn't be surprised if out of this study comes, and like probably many decades from now, but like probably some requirement or thing that would like measure the low frequency hum.
Yeah.
Because creating stress, that's almost just as bad as like having mold in the house.
Yeah.
It's like audible mold,
right.
you know?
Yeah. I actually was thinking about this because I've been seeing videos of people who live near data centers that are getting built, and those emit like this hum.
Yeah.
And
that's you can hear. So what can't you hear?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just annoying, but it probably also has like, the sound waves probably
Grading
do
of it.
affect you.
100%.
Fun times.
Yep.
I think if your house had that low frequency, if you find that it might,
it might.
if you want, I can come over and just be like,
Just to counteract it, to balance it.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
just another experiment.
Yeah, or maybe just scream.
And I'll take a saliva sample too.
And will you? Okay. Why will you take a saliva sample?
Just
For fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You just
It's
wanna
called
spit,
the
you just wanna
scientific
spit
method.
on my things.
and I'll give you a,
Really
a
wanna-
saliva sample.
Yeah. The last thing I want to say is there's this app called Brain FM. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
I've been using it for over a decade. I don't evangelize it enough. Huge fan.
Okay.
Not at all the same thing as what I've described, but same general concept. What it does is it uses sound waves to do things to your brain. So it uses completely different types of sound waves to like make organize the neurons in your brain, which is in no way an accurate way of putting it.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing for my focus. Like if I really need to be motivated or focus on something very boring at work, Brain FM works amazing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Good tip.
So just another example of like, that's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, ultimately, I just think it's really nice to know that, like, when you speak, and I get filled with rage,
Yeah. It's just the vibration.
It's the sound of your voice that tracks like a mega fury in my brain,
Right.
just from your voice.
Yeah.
It's not you,
Right.
It's just the quality of your voice, it's
Right.
The grating quality of your voice.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
comforts me too.
Yeah, it's nice to know because I've always wondered.
Yeah.
Like why? Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to just rip his throat out.
I
every
thought it
time he
was
speaks.
like a personal thing.
Right, same. But it's not. It's just the sound of your voice.
And I'm glad to know that there's nothing I can do to change it.
Right,
Too.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just now it's become my responsibility to remove myself from the situation. Really.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So that's our crypt tidbit for the day.
Great. That's a good one. The world is a little less mysterious.
Little less, although like I
good
did
way.
think the same thing. I don't know. I think solving these things in such a fascinating way makes it just as mysterious. Just because there's an answer doesn't make it less mysterious. I mean, maybe mysterious. Whimsical. How about whimsical?
It does feel, I feel like it opens up the imagination to what else might be
What else?
like affecting us
Yes.
or around us that we can only have the smallest sense of
Of what's going
perceiving.
on. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think you're right. It opens more doors than it closes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So good crypt tidbit.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I know. I really want to talk about this prankster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it.
Okay.
We're in Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
Scanson. Okay.
So this is way up north. 1893. And Eugene Shepard
Yep.
has come back with a tall tale.
Come back from.
The wilderness.
Okay.
He says that he has found a beast and killed it, and that beast will become known as the Hodag.
Hodag.
So the Hodag has the head of a frog,
So good already.
good start,
God.
a large lizard-like body.
Okay, so just sort of more frog.
I'm kind of, thinking of like a crocodile with a frog's head.
But that's just a crocodile with a short snoot.
Well, it gets better. Large protruding tusks, which is a cool look.
Yeah.
The horns of a bison.
Ooh.
And it was described contemporaneously as having the grinning face of a giant elephant.
The grinning face of a giant elephant.
And that strikes me as the way like I describe things, where it's like, well, you didn't have to come up with a metaphor. Just like
Said frog.
I know what a grin looks like, but now that you said the grinning face of a giant elephant, that actually I'm more confused. It didn't elucidate
Yeah,
anything.
because like you said frog, then you said grinning elephant.
Yeah, you've already kind of described its
Which
face.
one is it?
Just a happy frog. Thick, short legs set off by huge claws, the back of a dinosaur with spines, and a long tail with spears at the end.
Wow.
You are
again sort of counter to the lizard body thing.
again, like
Okay.
kind of like an alligator body is really what I'm picturing.
Okay.
Feel free to look up a picture.
Now
Yeah, it's
Okay.
and red eyes. It is a great looking cryptid.
I gotta tell you, maybe there's something broken about my brain. I couldn't get to this at all. This is not what I was thinking.
I mean,
Even close.
I just threw a bunch of
kind
sort
of contradictory things.
descriptive parts at you.
I feel like this was a lost bulldog with sticks hanging all around it.
Well, it was certainly something that came out of a vivid imagination.
There's this one statue of it in Rhinelander, Wisconsin that I'm actually obsessed with.
Yeah.
Like I need this man in my life now.
So there is a statue of the Hodag in Rhinelander that is now a mecca of sorts for
Yeah.
cryptidiots all over the world.
I gotta see this guy in person. I love him. He's like carved out of wood.
Yep.
One time a stand-up comedian picked my friend Rick right out of a crowd. She's a woman. She looked right at him and she said, "Ooh, you look like you were carved out of cream cheese." And
That's so rude.
She gave him a room number.
So, as I have already mentioned, the Hodag was made up by Eugene Shepard, who has also been described as a timber cruiser.
I'm just cruising for timber.
He's just, or cruising among the timber,
Ah, okay.
maybe.
I'm very bummed now that I've seen the Hodag that it's been proven false,
But I actually still think it's a pretty cool cryptid
Yeah.
because it has become so embraced by the people of Wisconsin
Okay.
that it might as well be real. And it is now like one of the more popular cryptids of North America.
Okay.
There's like something that has captured the imagination.
there is something vaguely familiar about the name. Tell me
Yeah.
more about what Eugene said about him.
So at the Oneida County Fair in 1896, he brought a Hodag.
What?
And he charged people 10 cents to come in
You go, "Look at the
and
Hodag."
check it out. And
That's sort of huckster behavior for the record.
it kind of is huckster behavior.
Yeah,
It
okay.
really is. And so he displayed a fake Hodag that he said he killed in the woods near
Yeah.
Rhinelander, that he primarily carved out of wood and then covered in fur, like pelts,
Yeah.
and stuff like that to make it look a little bit more realistic. And then he rigged it up with wires and levers and things so that when people walked in, he would like move it a little bit and they would like run screaming.
Oh, so
out
he
of there.
claimed not that he just killed one, that he had also captured a live one.
I think he was saying like
Wow.
this is a dead one and then just like, oh,
Nope, gotcha.
maybe not.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then he would also like when people ran out, he would like make a bunch of noise and then come out, and then he would change into like a tattered shirt.
Oh,
and
like
be
he'd been attacked. But guys,
don't worry, he did that. He was still alive, but I put him down. Things are safe. Thank you, everyone. I will not be issuing refunds.
you feel like eventually you're like, that happens to you one time, and then you go off and get a funnel cake, and then you see him do it again, and you're like, huh.
Yeah.
You don't know how to control that animal.
Yeah,
That's what
I
you
guess
think.
maybe it's like a once a day thing, but yeah, you do have to be careful how you dole
Yeah.
out that particular bit of showmanship.
Yeah.
A little bit more of the lore that, again, Eugene came up with.
Mm-hmm.
The Hodag, his diet is primarily white bulldogs.
What?
Bulldogs? Yeah.
Were you surprised by your own notes?
Yeah.
Bulldogs?
I thought I misspoke, but I wrote bulldogs, and let me just
Wow.
Google that to make sure, because in my head, I'm thinking bullfrogs.
Not
A
bulldogs.
beast that like subsists on bullfrogs is vastly different than
Yeah, because
bulldogs.
that's a lot. There's a fairly like reliable source of bullfrogs. I'm not sure you get many bulldogs around town.
Hurricane Sandy, can you just give us a quick fact check on that?
White bulldogs, mud turtles, water snakes, and oxen.
So yeah, white bulldogs.
Okay.
What does the Hodag eat? Mud turtles, water snakes, oxen, and white bulldogs, but only on Sundays.
What the hell? That's bizarre. I wonder, like, were white bulldogs like a popular breed back then?
I doubt it. I think he just added a little fun little quirk.
Well,
He only ate bulldogs on Sundays.
there you have it, folks.
Wow. Thanks,
it-
Hurricane Sandy, for doing John's job.
the Hodag haunted logging camps. So
Okay.
again, this is a big theme of
Sorry,
the
one
podcast.
more thing. Sorry, I know I don't usually interrupt you guys, but I'm also just reading here. Rumor has it that the Hodag will snatch fish directly off anglers' lines, but prefers a traditional Northwoods Friday night fish fry with potato pancakes.
Who doesn't?
I mean, who doesn't, truly? When's the last time you've been to a good fish fry?
Honestly, never.
What?
Yeah.
We used to have it at church on during Lent.
We should go to church this weekend.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Hodag hunted logging camps.
Okay.
Again, that's a big theme of this podcast. The loggers are out there
Yeah,
dealing
always
with all
finding
sorts
stuff.
of beasts.
Yeah. I
Um,
want you to know I got him pulled up on my screen just looking at me. So it's like, it's nice.
it is kind of
Yeah.
nice, right?
Yeah.
And it could only be subdued with a special poison potion
Okay.
or with hypnosis. Eugene
Ooh,
said that
knows
he
hypnosis.
hypnotized them a couple times. So that is one way to deal with it. The Hodag also, according to their mythology, could have originated as a forest spirit
Oh.
that rose from the ashes of verbally abused oxen.
Verbally abused oxen?
Most of the sources that I found for this said just mistreated, because at the time,
Yeah.
like the lumbermen were using oxen to haul their tools
Yeah,
and
I don't want to talk about their mistreatment. It makes
and they
me
would
sad.
mistreat these animals. But then I did see one source that said verbally abused, and I was like, I'm going to choose to believe that's where the Hodag comes from.
Specifically verbally abused.
Yeah.
You fat piece of shit! Pull that log! Oh, I'm gonna be a whole day.
So I really appreciate that bit of lore, because it also discourages lumbermen from verbally abusing their oxen.
unless
you know?
you want to see a hodag, I guess.
It's like many of our other cryptids, where it arises from a societal need to kind of staunch some behavior that's happening.
Yeah.
They also thought that maybe it was a missing link between two dinosaurs that I just truly can't pronounce.
Go for it. I want to hear you.
Ichthyosaurus
Ichthyosaurus?
actually wasn't that hard,
Yeah.
and Mylodon. That one was easy.
Yeah. Ichthyosaur, pretty common dinosaur, actually. And then the other one's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mylodon's pretty easy to say.
You know, I'm not a big dinosaur guy. Like Jurassic Park never really like did that much for
You
me.
can shut up.
And yeah, okay.
you
I'm sorry. I don't mean to upset you.
There were giant lizards that lived on our planet.
But it just doesn't really, they don't really like kind of run through my imagination that
Okay.
often, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
So this ruse that Gene had kind of been going with for a while. His name's Eugene, and then I saw a couple sources call him Gene, and I was like, I like to think that I
You'd
would
call him Gene.
be on that level with him.
Yeah, that's nice.
Newspapers began picking up the story locally and then nationally to the point where the Smithsonian kind of got wind of this.
Whoa.
And they were like, the Smithsonian Institution was like, hey, we're going to be coming up to Rhinelander because we want to check this out. We want to kind of like send some of our folks to look into your discovery. It sounds like a real scientific breakthrough as we continue to tame the West. And that's when Gene was like, that was a joke.
Oh man. See, because this is a TM. This is a movie.
Oh,
that culminates in like, guys, the Smithsonian's coming. We got to pull off the biggest prank ever.
Okay, we've pitched a lot of movie ideas
That
over the course of the podcast. That is a
That one's got
genuinely
legs.
good one.
That one's got legs.
Yeah, and a tail.
And a tail and some horns.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he kind of gave up on it. I guess
So the Smithsonian
government
pressure was the thing that made him be like, okay, calm down. We're having some fun.
Yeah, which if he was a modern prankster or even just a more seasoned prankster, I think he would have leaned into it even further.
Yeah.
And just see how far it goes. Because, what's going to happen? The
He's
Smithsonian
already-
dork's going to arrest you?
Yeah. No.
But I do think that we had a sense of propriety back then that maybe, like, lying was generally looked down on.
I guess.
He was
and
just
maybe
ahead
a
of his time.
respect for science. Like real science.
But here's where I think this is really interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of people who believe in the Hodag think that once the national government got involved, he was like, oh, there's too much heat on the Hodag. I know that we have another cryptid who this is kind of a theory behind. I forget. This is an early cryptid that we did.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But the theory is that he loves the Hodag and was trying to protect it. And he said, no. I know all you national newspapers and national government, like, you're really interested in this. It's fake.
It's fake.
As a conservationist.
I choose that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I choose that one. Because then he got really into the prankster thing. He's like, win-win. I get to be a prankster even though I wasn't in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm not even that funny. I'm kind of a dork. And I get to protect the Hodag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want us to become pranksters.
Sure.
But not in like a we're doing stunts for social media way. Like I do think that we could go to like a traveling carnival and be like, hey,
become carnies. I'm in.
Become carnies.
Yeah.
And I think like have one of those displays or what would you even call them, attractions within a carnival where you pay 10 cents to go in and see some crazy stuff.
We gotta charge more than 10 cents.
Really?
Yeah, it's straight over moose. We can't get anything for 10 cents.
But 10 cents a person times 1 million people.
How are we gonna get 1 million people?
That's 10 million cents.
That is 10 million cents.
I don't know how much
it's
dollars
a tenth of
that
a
is.
million, so minus 2, so it's $10,000.
Is it $1 million?
No, you said 1 million people. That would be $1 per person.
No, 10 cents per person.
I know. So 10 cents times 1 million is 100,000.
Okay, and then split that. Probably 10% has to go to the carnival organizers.
Cool. So we make a cool $2,500.
But I think that could be a career pivot for us if the podcast doesn't work.
Yeah, but we have to. You're saying we invent our own cryptid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously, you would have to be comfortable with me taking the squirrels that you kill and kind of rearranging them.
Great.
So obviously you're breaking these squirrels' legs so that you can like be seen as saving
You're
them.
right. You're right. You're right. You caught me. Okay.
But like a jackalope thing, like, we take some dead parts from different things and create something new and then charge people 10 cents to come see it.
I think what's most ironclad about your theory is how popular circuses are today. Because you can't, it's like you go around town and you can't stop hearing people be like, hey, have you been to the circus yet? They're everywhere, always talking about the circus. Yeah. And so you're capitalizing on it. I think that's a great idea.
When do you think the circus is coming to town next?
I think they're all gone. I don't think any of them, because like all the shit that was quote unquote cool was super abusive.
Yeah.
And so there's no cool shit left. And that's good.
Yeah.
But means there's not really circus. There aren't really circi.
Are you familiar with the term geek?
The term geek?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, like a
nerd?
what's your
A
definition?
nerd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with what it means in the carnival world?
No, but I'd love to learn. I'd love to learn.
So a geek in the carnival world would be someone who performs like insane stunts, such as eating a live chicken.
Oh, God damn it.
Check out the film Nightmare Alley
No,
to
I'm
see
good.
more about geeks.
I'm all set.
Yep.
I don't like the way the world is and has ever been.
Well, there's less circuses now, so
I guess.
we're moving in the right direction.
Our government's a circus. We got the biggest
Let's not
circus
get
tent
political.
in the world. Biggest circus tent in the world's the White
It's a
House.
real clown show.
All right, the Hodag.
That's pretty much the history of the Hodag. But what's interesting is that even though from day one we've known that it's fake, well, I don't know, probably day like 300, there was a good stretch
Sure,
where
yeah.
he hadn't
Almost a
admitted
year.
yet.
Nearly a year.
It has still been so strongly embraced. There's something about it that is just magnetic to people.
I encourage you listeners to just, hopefully if you're not driving, just Google the Hodag. Look for the one that's on Rhinelander.com on the meet the slash meet the Hodag. I wanna hug this thing. For some reason I want to take a bite of it. I want a statue of it on my bookshelf.
Yep.
It's just a good looking creature.
I agree. I
It's
totally
just
agree.
so satisfying in all the creature ways because it doesn't look scary, but it also doesn't look silly.
Yep.
It's got all the right colors, the red and yellow eyes, the green. It's just a good looking guy.
It looks like it could be a real creature, but it's very evidently not.
Yeah. It's like one iteration off from being a real creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Like
I
our-
just say that the cryptids I hate the most that we do are the ones where it's like, and it had a metal party hat.
Yeah, yes, like fucking Sam Down Clown.
Yeah.
And honestly, even like the Snallygaster to some extent, where it's like, and its foot was a metal butcher's hook. Like, okay, come on. So why'd you have to add that part?
Yeah. Like this thing could exist.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I think it does. I still think it does.
So now Rhinelander, Wisconsin, like is kind of a tourist attraction because of the
gonna
Hodag. I was watching a YouTube video of the Hodag store in Wisconsin.
Oh,
What do you
whole
think
store?
they sell there?
like guns.
It is all Hodag memorabilia.
Guns? Oh,
I'm sure you could find one.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we gotta go.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
proprietor was like, "This was just an idea I had because everyone kept like talking about in the town, like, where do I get
Hodag.
Hodag merch?"
Yeah.
and I'm
yeah.
like, I guess I have to start a store.
If I could get an exact replica of this statue, it's just tiny.
Yeah.
I'd pay upwards of $50 for it.
I think we can procure one of those for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Great.
so that's the Hodag.
No powers, which it doesn't need to have. No powers, no supernatural abilities.
So it is pretty strong.
Okay.
It was so again. Let's just assume it's real.
Yeah, it is.
This is based on Gene's stories, but we're gonna treat those as gospel for now.
Yeah. The gospel according to Gene.
It would overturn wagons, destroy camps.
I really like the imagery of it sort of hobbling in because it's not like an alligator where it's fast because its claws are too big.
Yeah.
Or it's like hobbling. And everyone's just sort of watching it. Like,
Yeah.
what is that thing? And it knocks over a wagon. They're like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
exactly.
Oh, I just ate my bulldog. Is it Sunday? Oh, fuck.
I just cannot believe that it eats bulldogs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sounds made up. Another power that it has is it's impossible to kill.
No, it's not. No,
Not kidding.
it's
I'm not
not.
kidding.
Stop.
Some stories describe it as almost impossible to kill.
Because it's so hardy and thick.
I think so. I think like an alligator,
I'll take
you know.
that. I'll take
yeah.
that.
Or a rhino, you know. I
It's
think
impossible to kill a rhino and an alligator. We know that
Yeah.
to be true. All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Do you think that when he was selling it to like a group of kids came along and as a man in my 30s, I've started to learn that I'm in no way in touch with the younger generation.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I can't make them laugh. I can't surprise them in any way.
Yeah.
Do you think that was happening for him? And he was like, yeah, it eats fish and it eats squirrels, and all the kids were like, wow.
Wow.
And then a little girl had a white bulldog, and you're a white bulldog. Ah! Yeah. Do you think?
I think probably.
Yeah.
And they just turn around and they're like, Unk is chopped.
That unk is chopped, bro. Wow.
Bruh. Bruv.
Toilet, bruv. God, I don't know.
Toilet? Is that a slang term?
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were spending so much time trying to surprise Gen Z.
No, I just can't say anything interesting to them.
Yeah.
You know, nothing I've ever said to a Gen Z person or younger is interesting to
You
them.
think that's limited to Gen Z?
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Boomers love me. Millennials love me. Gen X wants to be me.
Right. I feel like boomers do love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got strong boomer charm energy.
Yeah.
I like they like to see me in them because they see my body my soft shitty body falling apart, and they're like, oh, that's me, but there's a youthful energy to it, so it kind of makes them feel like maybe I'm that.
Right. Like
Yeah.
you're helping them transition into decrepitude.
Yes, exactly. All right, well, should I interview you?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you describe its fright level and gruesomeness?
So I think it's pretty low for me. Again, like if I was camping and I saw an alligator,
Yeah, I'd be like, we got to go.
fuck. Yeah. So about the fright level of a wild animal, I guess.
Yeah.
One
time in the Great Barrier Reef, I spent like 2.5 hours driving up and down trying to see a saltwater crocodile. Like I like walked the beach. There were signs everywhere like, don't go here because they come here. And I was like, cool, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I realized how bad of an idea that was, like on my way home. Never saw one though.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, when the
terrifying.
Australians are saying,
Yeah,
don't go here,
exactly.
it's dangerous. Like,
yes.
man,
And I
that
was
is
like, I'll
hubris.
be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you were. So,
I was. Well, I didn't see one. So,
well,
yeah. What do you give him?
3.
I think a little higher for me, just because I wouldn't want to see it walk into my can.
Yeah. I mean, the scary stuff is really more reserved for like the humanoid, like demon cryptids,
where you're like, that
you know?
should not exist.
Yeah.
This is like, okay, I didn't know you existed, but you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. How about its power? And it can be hard to kill. Like, I will give it like really thick skin. If you tried to shoot a dinosaur,
Yeah.
our modern bullets, you know, within reason, probably wouldn't do all that much damage.
Right. I would say, again, 3.
Yeah. Okay.
You want it to be a 2?
No, I was gonna go higher. I think, I think 3 is solid. I just, my brain is just sort of tuned to disagree with you.
Yeah.
But in fact, I actually agree with that rating.
Okay.
It takes me a second to remember that.
Fair.
That you're
fair.
not always wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You push me to be better. That's what I appreciate.
Exactly. How about its chaos level?
I guess pretty high, but can I rate Gene for this?
I do think you can't in this rare instance you can't separate the man and the monster.
Yeah.
The art from the artist. I do think they are one and the same. In essence, Eugene is the Hodag.
Yeah, that's true.
I still think it's real, but I think in this category specifically.
Well, yeah, Gene, the merry prankster, I think he managed to create some chaos with this. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I'll give it like a 6.
Yeah, I mean, with the Smithsonian getting involved.
Yeah.
Because, like, going back to your weird circus idea, if we got the Smithsonian, like, it would be so hard for us to get the attention of the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, granted, back then it was easier because they're just, like, it was like 6 people on the whole planet.
I guess, right.
But still, like, that'd be crazy.
Do you think anyone from the Smithsonian listens to this podcast?
Absolutely. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson called me the other day, said he does.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't care. I was like, yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay, I'll take a 6. How hot is it?
I think it's pretty hot, honestly.
It is
It's
hot.
like-
I don't want to stop looking at it. It's
It's
still
like
staring at me.
it's like a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9. I'll
It's-
take a 9.
It's magnetic. It just looks sturdy.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
you're just sort of like, yeah, let me get after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I already know the answer to this one, so I'll ask it. How's its name?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Deceivingly good.
Yeah. Okay, so I said it at the front. that I really like the name, but it needed to describe the character or the monster. I think it does. I think it could be like the sound it makes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's simple, which I like that they didn't overcomplicate it.
Right.
I think good marketing by Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 7 though. It's not
the greatest ever.
Yeah, I actually think if they came up with something a little better, maybe it could be even more popular.
Possibly. I don't know, but I think the fact that that's its name, like I don't want to stop saying it. Kind of like the Mukele and Mbembe, like
Yeah.
Hodag.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
I said it 3 times and it just appeared. It's Beetlejuice.
This is actually maybe outperforming what it should, since everyone knows it's fake.
Right.
So, I mean, some of our more popular ones that it is trying to be in the same class as, like, people have seen that.
Yeah.
And this, maybe the name is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Doing the work.
Maybe an 8.
Okay. I was going to give it an 8 myself.
Okay.
Would you get a beer with him?
Definitely.
Yeah. No question.
I think he'd
Share
be probably, like, one of the best hangs if he could speak the same language, which this question always assumes. I think he would be a good listener, but also like chime in with like a funny comment, but he wouldn't try and own the room.
No. I can just picture him kind of like he's sitting upright, his head bent down, like an alligator like a cartoon alligator at a human table. Just like, he's kind of looking around the room while you're talking to him, but you can tell he's listening. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, sure.
He has a quiet confidence about him.
Yeah. And I would love to share a plate of white bulldog with him, just to see what that's all about. Actually, no, I'd go to a fish fry with him.
There you go.
Like, hell yeah, brother, let's go.
That keeps him away from the pets.
Exactly. Although, don't bring your dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would play
I think dogs are allowed too many places now anyway.
They are allowed too many places?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that stance, but I can see why you make it. Who would play him?
Hold on. This is a tough one.
Oh, is Anna calling? Put her on. Anna, what would you rate the hotness of the Hodag?
What happened?
How would you rate the degree of hotness of the Hodag?
I don't know what it looks like.
You just pick a number.
How do you spell it?
HODAG.
HO. It's like a dragon?
It is kind of dragon-like.
Yeah, sort of.
Kind of wyvern.
I don't know. It's not really like a sexy dragon.
That's not a hot dragon for you. Yeah, but there's something good. There's something sexy about its pudginess. It's stable, you know.
No, I stand by 3.5.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good to know. Thank you.
Thanks for weighing in.
Okay, fine.
Bye.
Do not record this. Bye.
It's too late. All right. Who would play him?
Man,
I think I have one, but
I'm coming up blank. Yeah.
I don't know why. Jack Black.
Oh, perfect.
Something
Yeah.
he'd have to tamp down his
Right.
sort of Jack Blackish.
Because he played Bowser, which is kind of similar to the
maybe that's what
Hodag.
did it in my brain.
Yeah.
And I just think like having him in the suit, he'd have to be inside the Hodag, just sort of humping around.
Yeah.
Humping around. They didn't even do that on purpose. Just sort of wobbling around.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Inspired casting. I like it a lot.
All right. Okay, so I believe I beat you last week.
Yeah.
And I felt bad about it because you finally got a win in there.
That win will sustain me for a
Good.
few more seasons.
So it's the Bunyip,
The Bunyip.
which is sort of faceless but has lots of powers.
Yeah.
Against the Hodag. This
Yep.
could be a tough one because I love the Hodag.
Yep. But it doesn't have any powers, but it does have a face.
So let's start with the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Who would win in a fight?
The Bunyip.
It's the Bunyip.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can. His powers aren't. I would say his powers aren't like uniquely matched to defeat the Hodag, but the Hodag doesn't have really anything.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
him.
The Hodag's not really competing in our arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Bunyip. I think
Yep.
that's fair.
Totally.
No, there's something to be said about the fact that the Bunyip or the Hodag is hard to kill. The Bunyip is still a creature.
It'll wear him down, but that's mostly going to affect whoever we throw into the Coliseum next after the Hodag.
Sure. And he always has that roulette wheel
Yeah.
You know, fail safe. The bunyip. Okay. Okay, then we'll go into another easy one. Who would you rather see in your back? Well, no, actually, that's not an easy one. We're not going to go to that one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about who you'd hire. Who would you hire? We talked about the variety of jobs the bunyip could have. I think the one that I liked the most was an exterminator. Maybe turns your cockroaches into little
Rhinos.
grasshoppers, or maybe turns them into rhinos.
Yeah.
Which I think is just fun. What could the hodag do? It doesn't seem. I don't mean to be rude. It doesn't seem to have much intelligence.
Yeah. It's not going to be in any sort of cerebral position.
Right.
It's not known for cleverness.
President of the United States.
He's got my vote. That's pretty
Okay.
good.
Yeah, so that's possible.
I wouldn't vote for the bunyip.
No, probably not.
Maybe that should be a category. Who would
you
you
vote
rather
for?
have as president?
Maybe when we've got a better president. Okay.
I think I'd rather see the hodag in the backyard.
In the
though.
backyard. I think that's fair. Especially because the hodag doesn't seem... The bunyip possibly, or perhaps likely, eats humans.
Yep.
The hodag doesn't seem in any way to, like, care about eating a human.
Yeah.
If you got a bulldog, which neither of us do, but...
Yeah, I like to think that he doesn't have ill intent unless maybe you're cutting down its habitat. So, like,
Yeah.
I think maybe he would attack some lumberjacks and stuff like that.
yeah, sure, but not intentionally.
Yeah, I don't think that's in his spirit, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the hodag in the backyard, and actually, I think I've figured out the final one, and
Okay.
you're gonna be surprised.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Chef,
Oh,
hodag chef,
okay.
he's frying up the fish fry. He's
Yeah.
got the best. He's got the best fried fish restaurant this side of the Mississippi. People are coming far and wide to taste his delicious fish and potato pancakes.
I can see that.
I'm there 10 out of 10 days a week.
And I think alligator meat is a big
No,
thing
I
that,
don't
like,
want to eat that.
it could be good, and I think he would know how to cook it
I don't
because
wanna
he's
eat that.
part alligator.
I don't want to eat that.
Why not?
I don't want to eat that.
Why not?
It's an animal. It's a nice, cool, cute animal.
So is a fish.
Nah, fish doesn't exist. I think he's a restaurant chef.
Great. Yeah, I can see that for
It's
him.
two good, fun, whimsical jobs, so it's close.
Yeah,
But I think I'm gonna edge toward the hodag.
I think so too, honestly. And I would rather, here's a spin on it. I know this isn't the category.
Yeah,
I'd rather work with the hodag
yeah,
than with the bunyip.
yeah. Bunyip's on his own.
We always think of ourselves as the bosses, which is weird.
True, which should never happen.
But as employees, I
Yeah.
think I'd rather have my company hire
The hodag.
the hodag.
Yeah, I agree. Because the bunyip kind of just is kind of cocky.
Yeah.
Kind of just like I can do this myself.
You ever at work, like a new hire comes in and you're like, fuck, I know I'm
like
just
that
not going to
person.
click with this person
Yeah.
and they're going to get on my nerves instantly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the bunyip, but the hodag, I think I would see him sitting near, my seat and be like, oh, that's
Yeah.
a new face. Kind of like his vibe.
That dude's drinking a Miller Lite at work. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not sure how long he's going to last.
How's that
but
fish? Is that good fish?
Seems fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Hey.
Well, there you go. Another win.
We're-
See, this is what happens when you bring good ones.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I think like trying sometimes is a vulnerable thing for me.
Sure.
Because
So
then
it's-
if you try and fail, then it's like, so if you act
So it's
like
easier
I'm never
to just,
trying,
right?
then
I lost because I'm not.
It could have been good if I had tried, but I'm not trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, I think that's going to do it for us here at the Cryptidiots. Thank you so much for listening. As always, please. I always do the classic like, share, subscribe. I honestly don't really care if you like or subscribe it. I do want you to share it, though.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to share it. I would like a review. I'd like some reviews on the podcast. I will say that.
Yeah.
And we haven't said it in a while, but if you have a cryptid you'd like for us, we actually have had that what happened once. The Yarma Yahoo was a listener send in.
Yeah.
If there's a cryptid you'd like for us to talk about, if you yourself want to tell us a cryptid story,
love that.
either audio or just send it to us on Instagram or our email. We'll tell it we'll tell it live on television.
Absolutely.
All right, you want to send us out?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, I got a song for you. Now, this song doesn't quite apply, but it's all I could think of the entire time you were telling this. Like, there's not much that applies. Okay? Ready?
Yep. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you for listening. You know what? If you've learned one thing, it's that if you're being asked for your 10 cents, don't give them a dime unless they give you the time.
Wow, well done. Did you come up with that on the fly?
Yes, I did.
That's your best one yet.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Keep your dreams to yourself.
Love you.
Bye. Constant sorrow.